This week, the Army Band from Kansas visited Wartburg to play with and teach students, and maybe recruit a few along the way. I went to learn a little more about the members and the Army they represent. The Army came to town and they brought the brass. This week, the Army 1st Infantry Division Band came to perform at the Wartburg Chapel. Their brass quintet and woodwind quartet both got the chance to play with ensembles across campus and work with classes. Even when they're here in a musical capacity, the Army is still a recruitment machine, always on the lookout for new recruits.
He was there doing some recruiting there, and I saw him and I was like, "Hey man, you're an outstanding euphonium player," and I recognized him. And he started talking and he was like, "Why didn't you audition for me?" And I was like, "The Army's not for me." And then he started going through some of the benefits and he said, "We'll pay off your student loans." And I said, "Where do I sign?" And 2 weeks later, I drove 2 hours and auditioned for him because he had some other touring stuff. So I met him somewhere and auditioned for him, passed the audition, signed up, and off to basic training I went.
As an Army band, the 1st Infantry Division has a lot of duties, yet still retains lots of options for how they tour and what they do in communities they reach out to, like they did at Wartburg this week in an educational capacity.
Most of what our brass quintet does, we do, and our primary focus in the last 18 months since I've been in the band, we decided we wanted to be educationally kind of focused. We're the ones who get a good chunk of the junior high and elementary school stuff. When it comes to the high school, they tend to want the brass band or something a little more hidden, I guess. But we wanted the educational stuff. And other than that, most of what we cover is ceremonies. There's a whole lot of playing marches in the Army band. The marching band, you're out on the field, they want to hear marches, they want to hear other stuff. So getting the ability to play in a brass quintet with some versatility where we can pull up a lot of the other literature and just kind of have fun and explore has just been absolutely amazing.
While they were on campus, the Army Band got the chance to work closely with some students in classes, as well as the symphonic band and jazz band on campus. Outside groups like this give students a chance to hear a musical perspective that benefits from simply not being a teacher.
Oftentimes teachers will say the same thing to a variety of students, and for whatever reason, sometimes hearing the same thing in a different manner, from a different angle, sometimes that helps click. I know I've had a lot of teachers, and sometimes that's happened with me, so I imagine it probably happens with other students as well.
For Cedar Valley Today, I'm Nathan Stephany.